Sometimes you don't even know the power you have over someone's heart. You think they just like talking to you, that they're just kind, but something deeper is happening behind those quiet looks and small gestures. They never say it out loud. They never confess, but their soul gives them away in ways words never could. You've become someone they think about before falling asleep. Someone whose opinion suddenly matters more than anyone else's. Someone they quietly care for, deeply, genuinely, all while pretending it's nothing. Most of the time, people don't realize when they've emotionally captured someone's heart. It's not about big declarations or romantic moves. It's about energy, presence, and the way your existence changes how they see the world. So if you've ever wondered whether someone's feelings for you go deeper than friendship, here are 8 sweet and subtle signs you may have stolen someone's heart without even realizing it. Number 1, their entire energy softens around you. You'll notice it not in what they say, but in what they become when you're near. The moment you enter the room, something shifts. Their tone softens, their posture relaxes, and suddenly the edge in their voice fades away. It's as if your presence quiets the noise inside them. You don't have to say a word. Just being there changes their entire state of mind. Maybe they were distant, distracted, or guarded before. But when they see you, it's like a calm settles over them. They go from tense to at ease, from serious to open. You'll catch it in the smallest gestures, the way they lean closer without realizing it, the way their eyes soften when you speak, or how their laughter becomes unforced, almost childlike. This isn't something they do for everyone. It's not politeness or habit. It's instinct. When someone has quietly fallen for you, their energy begins to mirror how safe and drawn they feel around you. You make them feel seen, grounded, and at peace in a way they can't quite explain. And that's how you know you've touched something deeper than attraction. You've reached their emotional core. Because when a person's entire energy changes in your presence, that's their heart speaking without words. Number 2, they're always looking out for you, even when no one else notices. It's never loud, never showy, but it's there, in the quiet ways they move through your life, making sure you're okay. They notice the small details others overlook, how you like your coffee, the way you fall silent when something's wrong, or that you always forget to bring an umbrella when it rains. They don't do these things for praise or recognition. They do them because their heart won't let them not care. They'll hold the door without thinking twice, text you just to make sure you got home safe, or subtly step in when you are uncomfortable. Not because they expect anything in return, but because your comfort matters to them more than their own. And here's what's fascinating. This kind of care often reveals something deeper than words ever could. Psychologists call it emotional investment, when someone's brain starts prioritizing your well-being as if it's their own. It's not obsession, it's connection, pure, unspoken, and deeply human. They might never say, "I care about you," but their actions already have. You'll feel it in the way they remember the things you forget, how they're always there when it counts, and how their kindness asks for nothing back. That's how you know you've quietly taken up space in their world. Because when someone protects your peace without ever asking for credit, that's not just affection, that's love disguised as thoughtfulness. Number 3, they remember the things you didn't think mattered. It's in the little things. The offhand comment you made weeks ago, the story you told once and forgot, the tiny detail no one else caught. And yet somehow they remember. Not because they're trying to impress you, but because every word you say feels significant to them. To someone who's emotionally attached, your voice naturally lingers. They'll recall that you love a certain snack, that you once mentioned a childhood dream, or that a particular song makes you feel calm. Then one day they'll bring it up casually or surprise you with that snack, and you'll pause realizing they were listening, really listening. This isn't just good memory, it's emotional attentiveness. Psychologists call it selective focus, where your brain unconsciously prioritizes what matters most to you. When someone keeps remembering your smallest details, it means you've become emotionally significant to them. You occupy space in their mental world. It's one of the most intimate, unspoken signs of affection because it says, I see you, I hear you, and I value what you say. They don't need to declare how they feel. The proof is in the effort, in the way they absorb every little fragment of who you are. When someone remembers the things you thought no one noticed, that's not just care, that's connection. And it means whether they admit it or not, their heart has already started memorizing you. Number 4, you're the first person they want to share things with. Pay attention to who they reach for when life happens. The first name they think of when something exciting, funny, or even painful occurs. If it's always you, that's not coincidence. That's emotional attachment in motion. When someone's heart quietly belongs to you, your presence becomes their emotional home base. They'll send you a message the moment something good happens because your reaction matters. They'll vent to you when they're stressed because your calm steadies them. It's not just about communication, it's about connection. You've become the person whose opinion they value, whose comfort they seek, and whose laughter they want to share their joy with. Psychologists call this the proximity principle. We naturally gravitate toward those who make us feel emotionally safe and understood. So when you're always the first person they want to talk to, it means you're not just someone in their life. You're the one they trust to hold their emotions. Think about it. In moments of raw emotion, people drop their masks. And if they consistently turn to you, that's where their heart is leaning. They might not say, you're important to me, but their instinct already has. Because when someone's first thought is you, that's not just attraction. That's the kind of quiet attachment that words could never capture. Number 5, they react quietly when you mention someone else. It's subtle, the kind of reaction most people would miss. But if you watch closely, you'll see it. The way their eyes flicker for a moment, how their tone softens, or how they suddenly find something to do with their hands when you mention someone else. It's not dramatic jealousy, it's quiet discomfort. The kind that comes from caring more than they're supposed to. When someone has deep, unspoken feelings for you, hearing your attention shift to another person triggers something deeper than envy. It's a soft ache, a reminder that their affection lives in silence. They won't interrupt, they won't compete for your focus, but you'll feel that tiny pause in their energy, like something inside them momentarily retreats. Psychologically, this happens because emotional attachment creates a sense of protective sensitivity. Even if they don't consciously recognize it as love, their subconscious does. And so the idea of losing your attention, even just in conversation, stirs something tender and uncomfortable within them. But here's what's truly beautiful. Despite that quiet sting, they stay, they listen, they support you, even when it hurts a little. That's how you know it's real. It's love that doesn't demand, doesn't try to own, but simply wants you to be happy, even if it means swallowing their own feelings. Because sometimes the deepest love isn't loud. It's the one that hides behind a small smile when your heart drifts somewhere else. Number 6, they gravitate toward you constantly. There's a quiet pattern you start to notice. They're just always there. Not in an obvious, clingy way, but in a soft, magnetic pull that keeps drawing them closer to you. Whether it's sitting beside you when there's an open seat across the room, showing up at the same events, or offering help they didn't really need to give, they find reasons to exist within your orbit. This isn't coincidence. It's emotional gravity, the subconscious desire to be near the person who makes them feel something rare. Psychologists call this proximity seeking, a natural behavior that happens when someone's emotionally attached. They're not chasing attention, they're seeking connection, even through silence. You'll notice how they linger when the conversation ends, how they hesitate to walk away, or how their body subtly leans in whenever you speak. It's as if being close to you brings them a sense of calm, comfort, and belonging that they can't quite explain and don't want to lose. This consistency, showing up, staying close, finding small excuses to share space, speaks louder than words ever could. It's the kind of devotion that doesn't demand acknowledgement. It just exists. Because when someone has quietly fallen for you, every moment around you feels like home. And so, without realizing it, Their world begins to orbit around yours, not out of obsession, but out of a quiet longing to simply be near the person who makes them feel alive. Number 7, they light up when you're happy. There's a certain glow in their eyes when you smile, one that can't be faked. When someone has quietly fallen for you, your happiness becomes their favorite sight in the world. They may not say it, but you can see it. The way their expression softens, the way their laughter mirrors yours, it's as if your joy switches something on inside them. Psychologists call this emotional attunement, when someone's mood synchronizes with yours because they've formed a deep emotional bond. If you're happy, they feel lighter. If you're hurting, their energy dims too. But when they see you thriving, when you're laughing freely or sharing something that excites you, their whole demeanor changes. They don't just support you, they feel your joy as if it's their own. You'll notice they celebrate your small wins even when you downplay them. They remember to cheer you on, to remind you of how far you've come. And even if they're going through something difficult themselves, they'll still smile, because your peace gives them peace. This kind of reaction doesn't come from casual affection. It's rooted in something deeper: emotional investment, genuine care, and quiet admiration. When someone loves you in silence, your happiness becomes their anchor. Seeing you smile isn't just a moment to them. It's a reminder that the person they care about most is okay. And to them, that's everything. Number 8, they hold back their own feelings to protect yours. Sometimes the deepest kind of love is the one that never asks for anything in return. When someone has truly fallen for you, but chooses silence, it's rarely because they're unsure. It's because they care so deeply that they'd rather protect your comfort than pursue their desire. They weigh every word, every moment, afraid that revealing their feelings might shift the delicate balance you share. You'll sense it in their pauses, the way they look at you like there's something they want to say, but stop themselves just before the words escape. They'd rather stay close in friendship than lose you to the awkwardness of confession. That's not cowardice, it's restraint. It's the kind of love that values your peace more than their own longing. Psychologists call this self-sacrificial affection, when someone prioritizes another's emotional well-being above their own needs. And while it may sound painful, there's beauty in it too. Because what they're showing isn't possession, but devotion. Their love doesn't demand, it simply exists. Quiet, loyal, and enduring. They may never say it out loud, but you'll feel it in their small acts of care, in the way they listen, in how they never let you feel alone. Because for them, love isn't about being chosen back. It's about choosing you, again and again, even in silence.